welcome to BumbleKast Live. I'm your host, Ian Flynn, the Bumble King, and joining me as always is my live co-host, Kyle, JCRB Kraus.
I am in fact live. I'm not unalived. I have not been unalived. I am live.
He has a pulse and everything, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazingly,
Marvel
yes.
at the amazing living Kraus.
It hasn't stopped. Not yet. Not yet. Hi, Ian.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Nope. Not as long as there's a BumbleKast to do.
That's right. Before we get started, a big thank you to Jennifer R. for managing all the questions for Kazzy, for manning the social media for JR Unbound, who's going to go through all of these questions and timestamp them. That's insane. He is an absolute hero. Truly. Absolutely. If you're new to the show, please limit yourself to one question at a time. Wait for us to answer it and then submit your next one. We will try to get through everybody as best we can. Superchats will get priority, and if we can't get through all of those, we will roll them over into the next available priority Q&A recording session. Have I forgotten anything, Kyle?
I don't think so. Other than that we have questions to answer. We should probably do that.
Well, then let's get to it.
We have many questions. They're already coming in from our wonderful folks in the chat. And
they're everywhere.
And Sonic the Hedgehog is starting us off.
Hey.
You each get $1 million with a week to spend it. You can't save, invest, donate, or pay bills or debts. You can only spend it frivolously, and it disappears after a week. What do you buy?
One condo here in Toronto.
Hold on.
Well, no, that's more of a down payment. Beg your pardon. But still, the money's gone. So, boom, done.
Hold on. Is that frivolous? That's a house. That's a useful thing.
I mean, it's not wise to do right now because then I'd have to sell this unit and I don't have the extra capital to do the fix-up that it needs.
Okay.
The market is so soft that I wouldn't really be able to turn it over, so then I'd be having two properties and the property taxes and the dues, and it would be fiscally irresponsible. But
okay.
The nature of the question was spend it frivolously, so that's frivolous if it's stupid.
Okay, so this way you get around the fact that you can't pay off debt or bills with it by just outright buying a whole new house.
No.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. I understand your secret. I don't know. I'd probably also buy a house. Probably. It's the only thing I can think of. I don't actually own a house, so it's not like I can sell it or have one to sell. So yeah, and it's $1 million, so that would go. A house would chew through that pretty easily. Yep. Nope. It says invest. Chat, it says invest. It's like, well, it says spend frivolously. It can't be invested.
Yep, specifically said, because if I could,
yeah,
you better believe I would be, paying off debts and then investing in the future. Fund some Drogoon stuff to go on forevers and evers.
Yeah,
and then with a little bit on the side, help out from some friends and family. But that was not the nature of the question. The question was burn that money, and the fastest way to do it in this economy, throw it at property. That you cannot afford nor maintain.
Good old real estate. All right, Uncle Venus has a question. Kyle, your secrets are about to be exposed. Now, Ian, would you please look up Little Rummy from 2007's animated series Little Bush for us?
Little Rummy.
Lil Rummy. Oh, right. Okay. This is the guy from the cartoon that looks like me, I think.
That is eerily similar.
Yeah. Except that's supposed to be Donald Rumsfeld.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How's your Rumsfeld impression?
I don't remember what he even sounds like.
Oh, just be old sounding and do war crimes.
Well, I mean, you can do at least one of those. Doing one right now.
I sincerely hope it's the sound old part.
I don't know. You decide. You decide. All right. Gail S. asks, with another one down, Kyle, Ian, how was your April? Any feelings going into May and the summer? What was April? I completely missed it.
It was brief, but it was constructive.
Which is funny because it's a 30. Well, it's a 30-day month, not a 31-day month, but still.
I didn't feel like it, but
it's well, we're not even at the actual end yet, but you know.
No. It's close enough. We can see the horizon.
Yeah.
Things for me moved along as they needed to. I'm actually going to be tying off some loose ends on Monday, and I managed to sit down and do some Dragoon work, believe it or not. So, big project should start in May. We might actually get warm weather maybe before autumn rolls around. Lovely October weather we're having right now.
Yeah, that's funny because right now our weather is more like, well, I guess April is actually accurate for the weather we're having right now, but earlier it was more like June weather.
Yuck.
Uh-huh.
So it's been a tough start to the year, but I'm hoping things are smoothing out, and I always hope for the best.
Yeah.
Expect the worst, but hope for the best.
Things are going all right here. It was way better than last April. Last April was the beginning of some real crappy stuff. So much better this April. But yeah, not much to be on that, luckily. It's pretty uneventful. All right, Mr. Runadan asks, Wily Isekai time. This time the Mad Doctor ends up in a world that Mega Man took over after offing this world's Wily, bringing peace with an iron fist, injustice style. How will Wily survive? Well, it's an Isekai, so Wily won't survive, but you know.
It's the first game, so he hasn't had a lot of time to experiment or try. You know, he stole Light's bots, and that did not end well for him in this scenario. So, by that logic, he would just go on to make the Mega Man 2 Robot Masters. They're going to be designed to fight Mega Man because that's what they do. And now there's even more impetus to get it done right because he has records of what will happen if it goes wrong. But he has no context for, you know, the escalation that will follow. He hasn't even found Blues yet. He's, aside from knowing that he has a very real risk of life, he doesn't have any way to learn from his past mistakes. Not that he would do so anyway.
Where does it say that this is Wily from after Mega Man 1 in the question?
Well, wasn't that the question?
It doesn't specify that, no. It says, this time the Mad Doctor ends up in a world that Mega Man took over after offing his world's Wily, bringing peace with an iron fist, injustice style. So this is Wily in an Injustice-style world where Mega Man is the one who's in charge, you know, instead of Superman.
Okay, see, I just assumed it was, you know, first come, first served.
No, I guess not. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know when this would have happened. Maybe after Mega Man 7, the events of Mega Man 7.
That would be
when this would have happened in this world, maybe. But where this Wily could be any Wily. I don't know. What Wily do you want?
So many possibilities.
I know.
Fanfic for ages. All right. Well, we'll go with we'll go by, let's say, Mega Man 11 Wily.
Okay.
Who's shown the occasional moment of mercy and hindsight, who knows what's gone on to this point, and everything up to 7. Was King before or after 7? Like, what Wily bots
King
are
was
around?
After. King was Mega Man and Base, I believe.
Okay.
So that was technically Mega Man 9 before Mega Man 9.
I don't know, maybe he, assuming that the other Wily bots are active and that Megaist Man hasn't already taken them all out, maybe he rallies them together and... No, that's what he does.
Okay.
He goes back to the basement that, everybody overlooked because only he and Base knew about it. And he finishes the last touches on Zero and lets him loose
There you
on
go.
Mega and brings about the delightful utopian dystopia that he always wanted.
So basically, he just takes over.
And then Dr. Light, who has no one to carry on his work, hiding in his basement, makes the ultimate call to his bluff and finishes off X, who is not a pacifist this time around.
Uh-oh.
Then Wiley's like, oh, I'm so old, I'm not going to get through this. I know. I'll turn myself into a computer virus and ruin Light's legacy. And we're just back to Mega Man X.
Yeah. Well, so much for that.
Except in this scenario, you've got Zero finding a crazy X that's scarring up people's faces, laughing like a lunatic.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right, so copy X then, basically.
That, or through some fluke of the butterfly effect, this version of X just looks like Sigma.
Ow.
It's just Sigma in blue armor with that chin.
Oh, boy. The chin of doom. Next question is from Marshall H. Without asking for total reveals, just in case, I'm curious about what direction you had planned for Rose and Stern in the Mega Man comics. How would the advancing Wily Wars have affected them?
I didn't have anything concrete planned out. I did have an idea for a flash forward event when we started to deal with Quint that would kind of tie things together and explain certain characters' motivations and actions. But that's so far down the line and would hinge on so many other things getting approved and going forward. I wouldn't want to say, this is what I had planned. This is what would happen, because goodness only knows if that would have gone that far.
All right. Over to some super chats. Thank you. All you people sending in amazing donations. You guys are amazing. Starting off with this one from It's Hobo Joe. Ian, how do you stay so patient as a writer? The creative process is so long, and with comics, it takes months to see final work. How do you handle it?
Handle is such a generous word. Honestly, I keep busy. So once one project is done, I'm moving on to the next one, whether that's for work or for personal obligations. And more often than not, I kind of forget what's already been done. So something will come through and finally get, licensing notes and approvals. And it's like, okay, we need notes in on this. I'm like, wait, when did I do this? What was this project?
Hold on.
All right. Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. Back in the saddle. Get that done.
I don't remember writing this at all.
How did this get approved? This is trash. And part of it too is just getting used to the process. It's been 20 years now. Like, it is what it is. I will say that now that I'm doing more video game work for various clients, that makes the comic process look like it's lightning speed.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, every project, every client, it's like, let's get this premise down. Okay. And we'll get back to you in like 6 months. But I want to make the writing things now. And it's like, nope. There are 100 other processes that have to go first, and we'll come back to you. And everyone's got a different way of implementing their narrative. So it is what it is, ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
And if I ever get a little snippy and impatient, I remind myself, I'm doing this not for fun, but this is my actual job. I get to write comics and video games and consult on creative things for a living. That's a pretty blessed place to be. So quit your belly aching, boy. Get your work done. And if they say to wait, you just say, okay.
Okay. Fine. I'll wait. Ozjam asks, to celebrate the final upcoming My Hero Academia episode more next week, a simple question. Of the heroes and villains, which costumes were your favorites, whether for practical or aesthetic reasons?
I really dug the various styles of All Might over the years, just because it was such a lovely little nod to how Western comics have, reinvented their heroes over the years. And, they treated it like old comic booky stuff. And that tickled me. That was a fun, authentic nod. Dynamite's final design, the giant grenade gauntlet things are a little gaudy, but it's right on point. The explosive headband thing, I don't know, it's sleek, it's stylish, it gets the point across, it's thematic, but it's also kind of practical. Froppy's is kind of along the same lines, very much in theme, but also seems functional, makes sense to me.
See, I know the name Froppy. I know who that is. I know what you're talking about.
Trying to think who else. Deku never had one that really resonated with me. It was always kind of generic, and then it was iterations on that. Here's battle damage, here's grim 90s, here's whatever. And to me, he never stood out as this is the iconic look. But that might be intentional, since he is supposed to be at his core an everyman who's been thrust into this position. The fact that Todoroki only uses his gym uniform the entire time is lame. I understand that it's part of who he is and how he identifies and blah, 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 blah. Come on, man. There's like a whole division of the school to put on cool outfits. Just put on one.
Come on, do it.
Oh, shoot. What was his name? Was it Boss Orca? Gang Orca. Thank you. Gang Orca. What can you say about that other than yes, sir? Kyle, I want you real quick.
Okay.
Search MHA Gang Orca.
Okay. I'm looking right now. Okay, this is an orca, yes. All right. I get it.
Look at that swag. Look at that suit.
I get it. Makes me think of King Shark.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's like one of the veteran superheroes, but his whole shtick is that he's an incredibly intimidating gangster, but for the side of good.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Is he actually an orca, or is he just wearing a mask? Okay, so
no, that's him.
That's him? Okay, good. I'm just making sure. I don't know. Good. All right, Chocolate Watermelon has a question. Least favorite song?
There's a few that they come on the radio and it's like,
be careful. Be careful. This might be weaponized against you.
My personal tastes being weaponized against me in sound bites by people who have nothing else to do? Goodness. How could that ever be a thing?
No, it would never happen.
Shoot, here's the thing though. I don't like those songs, so I don't commit them to memory.
Yeah.
And we well established on the show, I am musically illiterate.
I know, I'm like, least favorite song. It's like, well, I don't go out of my way to listen to my least favorite song. I don't hate listen to songs, so it's like, well, what songs do I hate? Like,
what song lives rent free in your head?
Yeah, but that's a good song. I can't say Crazy Buzz because first of all, that's not music. Second of all, it's hilarious.
I'm sorry this is such a nothing burger of an answer, but yes, there are songs, popular songs, that will come on the radio with fair regularity that I'm like, no, thank you, and just move on. For the life of me, though, I cannot remember what they are.
I can't think of any particular ones off the top of my head immediately either.
Then again, there are a few songs that out there that I know people are like, oh no, why? This is an affront. And I'm like, it's not that bad. If I'm alone in the car, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Usually the songs people call the worst, I just think are funny.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, that's hilarious. It's like, oh, it's an affront to humanity. Nah, it's funny.
What's it called? Weird Al did a parody of it that was all about grammar. What's the original one? Hey ya? That's the one line that I remember them screeching repeatedly.
Word crimes?
Word crimes, there we go. That's the Weird Al version, at least.
That's Blurred Lines. Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hate that.
By Robin Thicke. Yeah, well, it don't help that the person who made it is a piece of human waste.
Well, good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bad song. I mean, melodically, it's great, and that's what makes Word Crimes so much fun, but
yeah, well,
the original is like, nothing.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah. The what's being sung about? Not great. Not great. All right. Sonic 2099 asks, Wiley's up to his old tricks, but through a mailing mistake, Scott Pilgrim must defeat Wiley's 7 latest creations to date Ramona Flowers. What happened?
Oh, I want this to be real. I mean,
It'd be
Scott,
funny.
he's gonna get through them.
Uh-huh.
I imagine at least in one instance, he manages to use the level hazards against the Robot Master. One's going to be a legitimate victory outright. And the rest kind of depend on whatever the best gag answer is. But by the end of it, Wily is just so beside himself that some rando schlub has taken out his glorious Robot Masters, that he's taken a page out of a crossover that shouldn't be canon, but doesn't matter. Here it is anyway. Ramona Woman. The Flower Woman. I haven't decided on her name yet. You have to defeat your love. And Scott's like, oh no. The girl I love is the robot. And she's like, yeah, it's kind of weird. But completely normal personality for Ramona, but she's also still trying to kill Scott because that's what the programming says.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's pretty cool, right?
Oh, yeah. And really, if you look at what Ramona can do, her kit would be fantastic for a Robot Master. So,
why isn't she the main character? Oh, wait, they did do that, didn't they, later?
Yeah.
Which was probably the better idea. Probably should have done that to start with. All right, here's one from Diamond Death. Pick your favorite Dragon Ball Z, Super, GT, Daima, etc. saga and create an anti-version.
Oh, shoot. That's a toughie. So, narrowing it down, I'm going to say my favorite was the androids.
Uh-huh. I
kind of
had a feeling.
I'm going to specify androids and not get into Cell, because if you include all of that, that's just monstrous. That's, okay. I mean, it does all kind of run together, but I feel like androids are kind of their own sub-saga, and Cell is like the part 2. It's hard to define, but...
I thought the android saga was a distinct thing in the overall.
I'm not
scheme, but
100% sure how it is like officially broken up, but point is androids awaken, want to kill Goku. Trunks is from the future, doesn't want that to happen. Anti-version of that, I guess you would have, in this scenario, Goku is not necessarily the protector of Earth so much as he has claimed Earth. It's his territory. And once he's learned about the Saiyans and everything, he's like, oh, that's neat. Well, fine, I conquer this world in the name of me. So he's the kind of semi-benevolent ruler of Earth. As long as you keep him fed and entertained, he's fine. Kind of like Beerus, I guess, in that regard.
okay.
And the Red Ribbon Army was, I guess in this case, benevolent peacekeepers. So young Goku tore those up, and so Gero went around making the ultimate Goku killers. And so the androids are there to kill Goku and liberate humanity. So why is Trunks coming back to save him? So okay, in this scenario, Vegeta got absolutely humbled by everything that happened during the Saiyan and Frieza saga. He is beside himself that he never got the chance to kill Kakarot himself. So he endures the Android saga to sire Trunks to send him back in time to ensure Goku lives just long enough that Vegeta can surpass him and properly kill that upstart. They can't kill him. I have to kill him.
Oh, Vegeta.
I don't know if that's airtight, but that'll work for something we're doing live.
Okay. All right. Here's one from Andrew B. Dr. Wily is isekai into Arkham City. What gang does he join, and how long does he survive the night? Oh, he's only there for one night. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
I see him buddying up with Riddler real fast.
Does Riddler actually even have a gang, or is it just him being a goof?
He really has his minions in City.
Okay, in Arkham City. Okay, specifically the game. Yeah. Okay.
But still, goofy death traps, condescending, I'm smarter than you speeches. Wily's like, yeah, I can get in line with this guy. We're on the same wavelength. All these brutes and gang members with their odd themes and customary weapons. Boring, trivial, forgettable. Some kind of bizarre brain teaser that has a neon trophy in the middle of it. Yes, we are on board. Except he starts replacing Riddler trophies with Wily trophies.
Uh-oh.
And Nigma's, one, enraged that he would do such a thing, and number two, how did you manage to solve the puzzle, swap out the trophy, and then reset the puzzle? Well, they're really quite simple, don't you see?
Uh-oh.
I beg your pardon, simple.
Oh,
and
no.
And then becomes the vile but inevitable betrayal.
Oh, no. Apparently Riddler does have informants, but, they're not like goons. They're not thugs that he sends in, I guess. They just tell him what's going on, I guess. I don't know if they're informants. Either way, that's pretty hilarious. Wily easily solves Riddler's riddles, and it's like, they're really quite simple. And that gets Riddler's goat. Very nice. I like it. Back to standard questions for a bit. Chaos Wind asks, in Mega Man X8, the navigators were playable but didn't have any upgrades. So I ask, what do you imagine their armor would look like? I imagine Aelia would have a cool magical girl vibe.
Maybe.
I've seen a lot of cool fan art of upgraded armors for the navigators from X8, and I'm on board regardless.
Yeah.
With all of them. Yeah. Should have happened, Capcom.
I mean, I would want them to at least have something comparable to what the Hunters have.
Yes.
And I mean, on the one hand, don't overcorrect. You know, they are lady bots, so it's okay for them to be feminine. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to go full on, you know, they're the girls. And so everything has to have like a skirt or something in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, something that would align with what the hunter armors. But X is really the only one who gets the multiple armors, right?
I don't think
Zero
so.
gets-
I think they all get upgrades, at least.
It's been so long since I looked at anything X8. I can only think of like X's arms. I can't really think of Zero or Axel's.
I'm trying to think. What armors he had. Zero got black armor. Okay, that's right. He got the black armor.
Yo, layer in a black and gold armor? Yes, thank you.
Okay, that would be cool. Let's see.
And Axel gets like a, what was it? Was it Lumine? Yeah, it gets a Lumine palette. I don't know if palette in that palette would work necessarily, but
oh, irony. A palette for palette is white armor Axel, isn't it? Is that who
yeah,
I'm
but
thinking
it
of?
and it's also but it's also got the purple hair, so it's very
Yeah.
Lumine-esque, which is probably supposed to hint at the teaser ending and blah 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 blah.
At their
blah,
connection, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
really
when
just
you
a
get
palette
just,
swap. That's not really anything. Okay, those two only got a palette swap. X is the only one who actually got a proper upgrade armor.
yeah,
Wow.
that's how I thought it would, because I think like Zero gets the weapons that are super different.
Yeah,
Like almost different fighting game inputs, and then Axel can just metamorph. So
good point.
no, he gets different guns, doesn't he?
I think so.
Again, it's been so long since I went
Been
through
a
X8.
long time. Yeah, I haven't played it in a
The
long
point
time.
is, give the ladies, you know, thematic but badass armor, and you can't go wrong.
No, you really can't. I've seen plenty of different versions of like fan art and stuff that I think would be really cool. So, come on, Capcom. Anyway, William C. asks, if you adapted Super Monkey Ball into a comic book, will it feature an Altered Beast poster in Ai's room due to Altered Beast and Super Monkey Ball were both made by Sega?
That would be entirely up to the licensing departments.
That's a very specific request.
One that I would love to honor if possible, but something I have learned is that regardless of who the publisher is, the various titles under them may not be able to play together. There are complications and rights stuff that are really complicated that always catch me by surprise.
Yeah, the artist sticks something in the background that looks vaguely Altered Beast-esque, but doesn't necessarily say Altered Beast on it. You could do that.
Alternate critters. Modified monsters.
There you go.
Wise from your graves.
A wild card asks, after crashing his plane, Launchpad arrives in Bikini Bottom and shenanigans ensue. Have fun and go as wild as you want, but at least say what happens when he tries to get his boating license.
If anyone can crash a boat that's already underwater, it's Launchpad McQuack. Unfortunately, that's about as far as I can go because I never followed SpongeBob.
I didn't get into it either. Sorry, kids. We're old.
I was born too late. What little I saw didn't really appeal to me. I never got into it.
I will say that the bits and pieces of it that I have seen since in more recent years, thanks to memes and stuff, it does seem like a very funny and entertaining show, but I never got into it at the time, so but I certainly understand why the kids were into it now.
What little I do understand of like SpongeBob and Patrick is with their temperaments, they should just get along swimmingly. with Launchpad. He'll fit in right with them. And whatever nonsense and disaster they cause, he'll be right there to empower it.
Yes. I would say which one, 80, 87 or 17 Launchpad? But I think the answer to that is yes.
You are correct.
I don't think it really matters.
Launchpad is wholesome, and he gets into trouble in delightful ways.
Exactly. All right, here's one from Legendary Existence 04. For the sake of the Goku and Vegeta quote meme, can you guys say the following lines? Hang on, I'll send your line to you, Ian. Since you're not looking at this list. But I will send it to you. There we go.
Who goes first?
You do.
We Bumble hosts have no limits.
Let's answer questions together at full power.
Yeah.
All right. Over to Super Chats. Brett F. asks, Scooby-Doo and Guess Who was a new take on the new Scooby-Doo movies that ran for 2 seasons in 2019, where guests helped the group for each 30-minute episode. Can you guys give some thoughts to the guest list? All right, who is on the guest list for Scooby-Doo Guess Who? Let's see. I'm looking it up.
I mean, that's already kind of a retread of an old idea. They were teaming up with the Harlem Globetrotters and Batman and Robin, and can't remember them all.
Okay. All right. I'll send this to you.
No, please do.
All right. One of them was Mark Hamill. Just Mark Hamill, not as any specific Mark Hamill character, just Mark Hamill.
Excellent.
Good idea.
There's Batman again.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Wonder Woman also. Let's see. Penn Jillette was there. All right. Sure, why not?
They revived some of the older Scooby-Doo ripoff characters.
Steve Urkel. Is he actually voiced by Jaleel White? Yes, he was. Okay.
Excellent.
Good. I'm like, did they actually do that? All right, good. The ghost of Abraham Lincoln. I don't think they got him to voice it. Okay.
Have you heard Abraham's ghost's voice?
Yeah, well, I'm guessing he sounds like John DiMaggio because that's who they got.
My God, Joe DiMaggio was possessed by the ghost of Abraham Lincoln.
Yep. That's pretty funny. That probably was like the first time that Jaleel White had played Steve Urkel in like 20-something years at that point. That's pretty funny. Weird Al. There we go. That's just kind of
wow.
that just kind of makes
Thompson.
sense. Keenan Thompson? Oh, from Keenan and Kel?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. This is a pretty good list.
It's a interesting mix of Hanna-Barbera deep cuts and odd real world folks and
Yep. And Warner Brothers crossover characters.
that's fun.
Yep. That's
I
pretty
don't
good.
remember this at all.
Mm-mm. Well, it's 2019. I don't remember much about 2019 myself, so. Oh, Tim Gunn was in there too. That's pretty funny. All right. Bladed Fox 14 asks, given today's climate, how do you think the audience would react to the Emerald Spears today? Maybe they had a point. Maybe they were onto something. Maybe their methods weren't great, but maybe they were onto something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my intention with the Emerald Spears early on was that they were mostly just ill-informed, that they were knee-jerk reactionary. They didn't have much behind them other than a vision, and that Harvey was an absolute flake that just happened to have enough charisma to get them moving, and that Xander was the one who really was the tip of the spear and wanted violent change. He was the one who was really the best organizer behind it. And when Harvey was not extreme enough, Xander took over. That didn't quite make it out in the final scripts, but it's also a matter of, classic Mega Man is the idealized version of AI, that it is independently thinking, wholesome, cuddly, friendly characters. Even the Wily bots, they've got charisma.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
not, and if research and technology could continue to advance in a way that wasn't so wholesale destructive, it would be nice if we could reach an era where we have another form of intelligent life that we can coexist with. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it would really depend on the stories and how we crafted them at the time. But the Emerald Spears and Xander specifically were always meant to be antagonists, to be villains. And so their extreme methods and their willingness to hurt anyone and everyone just to see their particular narrow vision realized, I think would still hopefully carry through to the readers. They would realize that their claims are based off of a tenuous legitimate concern, but what they want and what they're actually pursuing is not remotely what they say they're doing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you would have managed to still make it work, but it's a different climate today.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What I do know is Might of Gebera has a question. DC Cross You Know Who is self-contained, yes, fully and completely. What does that mean? Also, does it take place in the greater cosmology of DC? Explain, Mr. Flynn. I don't know. I think self-contained is pretty clear.
Self-explanatory?
Yeah, you'd think.
Its narrative is contained within itself. It does not reflect the greater DC or other properties cosmos. It plays by its own rules. It is informed by others, but it is its own thing.
Yep. Horseweave asks, Drogoon question, brace for impact. Hey. Crossover idea, Drogoon, cross Captain Planet. Galaxant Planeteers, T-Lopes remix with Captain Planet change forms in each realm. Let our powers combine. Earth.
Well, fire, wind, water, heart. Sorry, yeah, you have to finish it.
More like fart.
Let's see.
With Earth.
Crossover. Let's see. You got your 5 elements, but Drogon Universe is based more on 6.
Oh, okay. You went more for the Power Rangers style. Well, Mighty Morphin.
There's a lot of layers on that one.
I know.
And there's 6 realms, so you'd have a representative from each. And I guess Captain Planet by combined would be a Drogon in and of himself, and he'd be like, not used to that form. The power of crossovers and fourth wall breaking. Anyway. And here's a question. Captain Planet's weakness is pollution in all forms.
Okay.
The toxic miasma that makes up the ether that contains the cosmos is a deadly, deadly substance, but it is natural to the cosmos. It is not a byproduct of industry necessarily. So would he be affected by it, or would he be able to be empowered by it? Like, would Captain Planet OG be able to subsist off of nasty bog water and poison eucalyptus leaves because they're all natural?
That's a
we
good
have a lot
question.
of deep cosmology questions to answer about Captain Planet before we can do any kind of crossover right here.
Yeah, pretty much. You got to figure this out.
All that aside, before I get too lost in the weeds, we're going to say that Galaxant formed Captain Planet also has an absolutely kick-ass dragon form.
Okay.
And I think that's enough to answer the question, really, when you get down to it. Does Captain Planet turn into a cool dragon? Yes.
Yes. Does he still have a rockin' mullet? Yes. That's the most important
Even
part,
as
I think.
the dragon.
Okay, yeah. All right. Good. All right. Back to standard questions for a bit. Cameron D has one. Congratulations! You've won an expenses paid vacation with the KFC gang, Chris, Fisk, and Chara. You, sir, cannot escape this authentic deal of a lifetime. Don't trust the door.
Why do I feel imminently threatened?
I mean, I don't know. He's Spampton is always imminently threatening, to be fair.
True.
That's kind of his default state.
Now, get your coffin, one size fits all pieces.
Exactly.
Hanging out with the Deltarune crew, we'll say like by the end of chapter 4, might be fun. As long as I stay on the daytime side of things. Oh, who are we kidding? I'm going to go into that darkness well and get my badass Dayglow reformat. And it doesn't matter if I run out of HP. I'm going to be kicking it to the coolest music in the world. I'm in. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, you're entering the dark fountain. We already know this.
Yeah.
We have a whole
for good or for bad.
We have a whole episode about that.
Even if I am like a boss character and I end up getting killed off, don't care. It's going to be a fun ride.
Well, that just means you'll have a badass theme song.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what all the bosses in Underrune Delta Tail have.
Toby Fox, remix the BumbleKast theme. Please, I'll be your friend.
I mean,
it's like a giant version of my head avatar that occasionally opens his mouth and spits out your head avatar like a xenomorph mouth.
All right. That's terrifying, but okay. Next question for Red Rebel. Flynn, a hellish spirit has taken root in your soul and turned you into a ghost rider. What vehicle or creature do you make your flaming mount? A motorcycle? A car? A horse? Kyle? Not the direction I expected that question to go at the end.
See, I was going to be funny and say one of those little play school cars.
Yeah.
But
well, that is funny.
The idea of me riding you piggyback, both of us screaming flaming skulls, I don't think you can top that.
No.
That is fantastic.
Red Rebel, you answered your own question.
I don't think either of us are going to be chasing anybody down anytime soon, but they're going to remember that we came after them.
They're going to think it's hilarious. Which is good, because, I mean, really, that's all we want. That's all I want, anyway. Good. And here's one from Pedanticat. Ian and Kyle, have either of you had a chance to check out Mega Man Star Force via gameplay or watch through now that the Legacy Collection is out? Nope.
Not yet. I do really want to, and I am sorely tempted to just buy on faith because of how much they put into the remaster.
I've heard that they did a lot more than I thought they would. These aren't just simple emulations. They're full on complete ports, which is shocking.
Yeah, like the fact that you can modify how the dual screen works, that it has online play,
Yeah.
that all the DLC is in there.
Yeah.
No, it sounds fantastic, and if I could, I would love to just throw money at it by principle alone. I don't even know that much about Star Force. It's just, no, if you do it right, I want to support that.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. But haven't played it yet. Hero Squad asks, Luigi's Mansion, but it's at the Overlook Hotel. How does it go?
Overlook Hotel.
Overlook Hotel. Hold on. The Shining. Okay. The setting from The Shining.
I'll work in the play, make Luigi doll boy.
Yeah, that's...
Creeping around. Red room. Red room.
No.
Elevator opens up, all the blood pours out, but he vacuums it all up.
Here's Ouija. Luigi's Mansion 3 looking weird.
Sweetie.
Okay.
or alternatively, hi, I'm Daisy.
Turn a basket down the door.
Toad and Toadette are the twin kids who fight Luigi to come play with them. Well, that's frightening. No. Oh boy, Ian is broken. Good job, Hero Squad. You did it. Ian's laughing so hard, Discord doesn't know what to do.
I'm crying over here. I don't know what the thumbnail for this episode is.
Here's Ouija. Good.
Okay, breathe, Flynn. We still got an hour of this.
Yeah. Calm down, buddy. We still got to get through this. All right. Ice Cream Fork asks, what if Joe Boone was secretly a wrestler and wind was the only one onto him instead of foreign? P.S. Sorry if I misspelled the characters' names. That's okay. You got... close enough. You got wind right.
What do you mean, what if?
What do you mean secret? So is this just a well-known thing? I mean, Joe Boone does know a guy.
I mean, every so often they just have to make port because he's got to defend the title belt.
Exactly.
Who is that mysterious masked drop? And it's just Joe Boone with like his bandana pulled down over his eyes. He's changed nothing else about him.
We're doing Superman
ticket.
rules here. You take off glasses, can't recognize him. Joe Boone pulls down his thing as a mask, and you can't recognize him. I don't know who that is.
Wind wants free tickets, but he won't give them to her, so she breaks in as a masked challenger. Whoops his butt in the ring because she isn't acting; she's actively fighting him. They get back on the ship, just kind of muttering and glaring daggers at each other. Just you wait till we make Dolk again. I look forward to the rematch.
By God, it's Wind with the steel chair.
Hey, Jublin, look, I brought a souvenir. Now show me that chair. You put it in that closet.
The chat says Volume 5 is sounding sick.
That's honestly way too much fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Might have to take that idea.
Might need to find a place for that to fit somewhere.
That's a good one. That's a good one. We'll see. All right. Heel Navi asks, Ian's social media posts spread across Galaxont as info flyers, including foreign Augusto Bright's canopy being a Tumblr zaddy. How long the crew lasts now that everyone knows real Drogoon exists?
I think Wynn would be more entertained that everyone's thirsting over foreign than they are concerned that God exists. He's like, no, look, like there's 2 hashtags about me, and then all this is for you, Big Daddy. Put it away. I don't want to see this. Who posted this anyway? Lissy just kind of hides her tablet. I didn't mean to.
Oh no, poor Lissy. Now he can't be mad.
Well, he can. It just has to be more restrained. Or redirected at Win. That works. Wait, what did I do?
There you go. Yep. Did I say Foreign's full name right?
Yes.
Gordon Augusta O'Bright Canopy.
Gwist, but yeah.
Gwist. Okay, Gwist. Okay. I wasn't sure how to pronounce that. Is it Geist or Gust or apparently Gwist? Okay.
It's fantasy nonsense. Throw a dart at the board and you're close enough.
Yeah. Okay, good. I was wondering. All right, back to Super Chats. Here's one from Windcross Foreign. My Hero Academia spoiler. What are your thoughts on All Might versus All for One? When we had their final fight, all we could hope for was that his death would be meaningful, but I feel his survival/subversion of Night Eye's prediction undermines the setup. Who died in this scenario? Or who was supposed to die?
All Might was supposed to die.
Okay.
Spoilers, context for those who, if you haven't watched or read it yet, I'd say go do that first. But All Might's, one of his former sidekicks had precognitive powers. And he warned All Might that if he continued to do the superhero thing, he would die a gruesome death. And All Might continued because he was the beacon of hope for all of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And Night Eye left his side saying, I'm not going to stand by and facilitate this. And in the final confrontation with his arch nemesis, All for One, God, I love that fight. I honestly got teary-eyed at it because it's All Might basically going hardcore Mecha Batman, and all of the gadgetry is inspired by his students. He has learned from them how to combat this one villain that he could never put down fully. And the fact that the master became the student in that context, in such dire circumstances, it was exquisite. Also, the animation was gorgeous. I understand feeling that it subverts it, but that's what they were building towards, is that Deku's refusal to accept things as they are and his indomitable spirit could change the course of things. And Night Eye even says that on his deathbed. If anybody can change the future, it's him. And it was Deku's inspiration of others and what his efforts that spread out throughout the rest of the series and all the little effects it has are what barely save All Might in the end. So I don't mind All Might being saved in that regard. Honestly, I feel like the fight was well paced and that All Might was put to a reasonable brink, and it was one of my favorite Bakugo moments, because when he shows up out of the blue to rescue All Might, he embodied everything that All Might stood for. You know, everybody else was busy. There was no one left to save him. All hope was lost. You know, the literal prayers going up, please, someone save him. And then here he comes out of the blue, saves All Might. That's what All Might was about. And in that moment, Bakugo actually reaches the level he has always strived for, which is to be that heroic icon like All Might. So with that in mind, I'm perfectly fine with the rescue.
All right. Well, here's a super chat from Frozen Apple Juice. Finally, to the double digits for this bit. What if the Robot Masters from Mega Man 10 had hair? What styles and colors would they be? I sent you them.
You did. Thank you very much.
So.
Blade Man, absolutely killer mohawk. At least 2 feet tall.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Solar Man. He's got like that monk bowl cut, whatever you call it. It's all hair around the rim, but perfectly domed on top. Shaved pate? Yeah, is that it? I don't know. Sheepman. Sheepman basically is a walking head.
Yeah, I was going to say, he already has hair. It's all over.
Just nice big woolly afro. Very curly, tightly packed ball of fluff.
Yep.
Chill Man. I think you need to maintain that little sprig off his helmet. Whatever else there is. Maybe it's like very slicked back, silvery dovetail swoop. But that little sprig in the front, the bangs or whatever you want to call it, that's got to stay.
Okay, good.
Man, oh man.
You're going to have like a buzz cut or something, you know? Military-esque.
I feel like we've done that a lot, though.
I know, but it's kind of the obvious one, to be fair.
Yeah, especially if it's like very, very much in the shape of his helmet. Or if we have to go like some kind of weird flat top military thing, give him Guile's cut. That's Street Fighter.
Takes his helmet off and it's just... Boom.
Yes, and the music starts playing.
Good.
Nitro Man, hard to say. He's got terrible helmet hair.
Well, yeah. I would assume they all would.
Strike Man, mullet. Extreme sideburns and mullet.
Okay, I know a few baseball players that have that, or at least used to.
Pump Man, rival mohawk to Blade Man. Very stylized.
Pump Man is just a funny name.
That or an extreme top knot.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like that one. That's a pretty
big
funny
flowy
one.
top knot. Yeah. There we go.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess next up will be Mega Man 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway, Katera Station has a question. Companion switcheroo time. Now it's rare themed. What if Banjo had to work with Barry and Conker had to work with Kazooie in their respective games?
I don't really remember what.
I don't remember Barry.
I never really saw a lot of Conker's games. So I don't know what Barry did.
Let's see.
Outside of like shoot stuff in the Matrix parody segment.
Okay, yeah. I think she looked very different in like the initial reveal of Conker's game
I'm
versus what happened
assuming
Bad Fur Day. So
I'm assuming we're going Bad Fur Day versions of characters.
Yeah, I figured.
Not really knowing what Barry could do, I would assume Banjo would make a few overt but well-meaning statements, and depending on Barry's nature, either she takes it as a compliment or, Banjo's dead in a ditch somewhere. As for Kazooie, well, we know Kazooie can be used as an egg shooting rifle and launch grenades, so Conker's going to use that to the absolute extreme.
Probably, yeah.
Now I'm envisioning something like a more cartoony version of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Okay.
Where Kazooie's just all the mobility options and Conker's just taking dudes out.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. Conker 3. Come on, Microsoft.
Conker 3 directed by Kojima.
I guess, would it be Conker 3? Well, yeah, technically, because the Game Boy game was the first one, so yeah. Yep. Hero Squad is back with a super chat question this time. Would wind be an airbender? What about the others?
Wind would very much be in the same vein as Korra, as turning wind into an offensive weapon.
Yeah.
I will punch you with tornadoes. That absolutely would be your thing.
I love Korra.
Foreign. We'll get back to him. That's a little tougher. Baboon, Earthbender.
Yeah.
And he is the stone.
Okay, so he just launches himself at everything.
I mean, moving around is earthbending in and of itself.
Pretty much.
And Lissy is so upset that she doesn't have any bending abilities until she realizes she's just a natural spirit bender by default.
Okay.
She can bend all the elements. Oh, that's so cool. But now she's sad because not everyone can do it. Can she share her power with other people? No, sweetie, that's not how it works.
Oh.
Warren, what would he be? A toss up between water or firebender. I'm honestly not sure.
Why not both?
Water in that. He does get steamed by the rest of the crew rather
exactly.
often. Hey. Water in that he is kind of malleable and fluid. He has to go with each individual moment and work with it. But fire, because he can get stuff done if need be very directly. So not sure. Honestly, not sure how to go with that.
I don't know. You'll figure it out. If you ever needed to. And we got a super chat from Brody G. Gentlemen, behold, Star Fox Wars. How would that crossover go? Can Andross rule the Galactic Empire? Would Darth Vader get along with Star Wolf? Does Fox McCloud have the Force?
Of course he does.
I mean,
can't avoid that.
It has to. He's the main. He's got. It's a Star Wars main character. He's got to have main character syndrome.
Yeah,
got to have the Force. That's how it goes.
Unless you really lean into how obvious it is, and then when the real moment of truth comes and that lightsaber's lying on the floor, it flutters, flicks into the hands, powers on, and it's Slippy.
Yes. All right. Good. I prefer that one. It's Slippy in Jedi robes. Where did he get those? Doesn't matter.
Slippy staring down Darth Vader. When last we met, I was but the apprentice. I'm the master now. Only a master of trying my patience.
Would Darth Vader get along with Star Wolf? Probably not. Darth Vader doesn't seem to get along with anybody.
But we do have that bit in Empire where he's hiring all the bounty hunters to go after the Millennium Falcon. He would definitely hire Starwolf
Okay, yeah, that's
to
true.
go after Rogue Squadron.
But he wouldn't hang out with them.
No. Now I want Starwolf chasing down Luke. You'll be seeing Uncle Owen soon.
Oh no! Brutal. Brutal.
Real good before he died. Actually, no, canonically he didn't. Shut up, Knight!
I don't see Boba Fett hanging out with Starwolf either. He would be highly annoyed by them.
Yes.
Highly annoyed.
Palpatine sitting in his throne. Now witness the power of this fully operational giant monkey head.
Okay.
Death Star just opens up like a Pokeball and out comes Andros. He starts eating the rebel ships. Shooting finger lasers at them. That'd be terrifying, dude.
That would be even scarier than the Death Star.
I mean, if we're assuming the R-Wing's comparable in size to the X-Wing, he can full on like eat one of those things.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he could open hand slap some of the capital ships. It's goofy sounding, but it could be terrifying the first time that Mon Calamari cruiser goes up in smoke.
Yeah. James McLeod isn't dead. He's just frozen in carbonite.
He's down there in the Blue Ghost scene at the very end. Lineup keeps getting longer and longer.
Yep. Falco hanging out with Han Solo.
Oh God, yes. Greedo sliding up to the table. Get out of here! You ain't my buddy.
Mm-hmm. You ain't my buddy, pal. Yeah. There's lots of silliness in this one, but it would work. Honestly,
looking for a Jedi Master named Peppy Hare. Peppy Hare. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Fox is there like, Peppy, we've been calling you that for ever since I've known you.
Who are you again? Uh-oh, Peppy's off his meds.
Oh no.
You got Rob and C-3PO just playing canasta in the back.
Yoda's like, a barrel roll, do!
And then for our extended universe, we got our team up between Mara Jade and Crystal. There you go.
Ah, yes. Yeah, bring back Mara Jade, Disney. Cowards. All right. Back to standard questions. This one's from Dogshades. Hey, gents, what's the last meme you remember seeing and liking? You still thinking about the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? Or are you still remembering the Ashley Graham as a mouse trend? I've had to think about that one. That's Ashley.
Yeah.
From Resident Evil 4 is a mouse. Honestly, that was pretty cute. Yeah. The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Doop.
It's an older one, but I still see it coming up. The monkey puppet that just kind of gives you the awkward side eye. That's evergreen.
That's a good one. I laugh at 6'7". I think it's funny that people freak out about it. It's like,
I find
just calm down.
I find the angry subversions of it funnier.
What do you mean?
You know, people act it's like they're trying to get ahead of the joke.
Right.
Like 6'7" has already run its course, but these folks are coming in going, and then there's 6 and 7 of this and nothing else. There's nothing else about these numbers. And it's like, dude, don't worry. It's already moved on. But I think you're still angry. It's funny.
It's true. Yeah. When someone is like 6 or 7 of these things, and that was not intentional, I swear. It's like, all right, dude, calm down. It just sets people off for no reason. It's like, all right, well, now I know why they got on with the kids because it pissed off the adults. I'm down for things that piss off adults, honestly, which is hilariously ironic.
Why, but it's been popping up on my Instagram feed. The motivational moments with Skeletor.
Okay.
And there are all these out of nowhere, out of pocket non sequiturs, but they're all true. Like, remember, beef bouillon is technically meat tea. I'm telling meat again.
Okay, I remember that.
There's a million of them. I can't think of them, and some of them I don't know if I can repeat on air, but always brings a smile to my face.
Oh man, I have a. I always will. I don't think I'll ever forget the G.I. Joe PSAs.
Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Oh.
The computer's got a couple games on it. Body massage machine, go.
If
you don't know what we're talking about, kids. G.I. Joe was a cartoon from the 80s. And in the early 2000s, someone redubbed the PSAs for funny jokes. Help computer.
It's over 20 years old man.
Yep, it's true. And the cartoon itself is over 40. Or at least nearing 40, if not 40. I don't know. Yeah, I think that was abridged before abridged. That's a good point. All right. Captain Rex of the 501st is here with a question. Your co-host has been copied, and now a seemingly identical copy of Ian or Kyle is next to the real one. What do you ask to expose the imposter? Well, I mean,
I just say something as stupid as possible. Let's see who giggles first.
What if they're a perfect copy? Then what? I'm assuming that this is a bold assumption that they are not perfect copies. So,
well, it kind of depends on when the copy is made. Because if we both turn into the spirits of vengeance and you offer me a piggyback ride, I know which one's the first one.
Okay. True. Let's see. I'd ask who your favorite Dragoon character is because I know the real you would sit there and not answer that question. You'd say, I love them all.
Which one has devolved into existential crisis? Okay. There's the real McCoy.
There's the real Ian. Yep. All right, GameTune 605 asks, what would a Mega Man animated film starring Rock, Roll, Blues, Tempo, Vesper Woman, and Kalinka Cossack, plus featuring Spider-Verse-esque animation look like to you? What's your screenplay like?
Oh my goodness, that'd be gorgeous.
That sounds amazing. Can I have it right now? I'm making grabby hands. Please.
You know what? Make it a standalone feature. Don't necessarily worry too much about a continuity thing. And have it be, let's see here. I don't want it to be too by the numbers. If we've got this kind of stylization to go with it, and it's not mandatory, but I imagine the Spider-Verse parallel brings to mind an expectation for very deep personal character moments. So we need something that really allows us to get into the meat and potatoes of Quake Woman and Vesper Woman's dynamic.
Right.
Really have time for the sibling bond between Rock and Roll to shine. And then everybody coming together in just an absolutely jaw-dropping, spectacular final boss with the wily machine du jour.
Spider-Verse Riley
overarching-
machine. Good.
What is the overarching plot in that one? I'm not sure off the top of my head. It's real easy to go back to the old formula of there's Robot Master, shoot them, progress. But I think for this, we'd want something a little more character driven.
Maybe. Probably.
Maybe go the route of Wily is doing the I've reformed shtick, and who believes him and who doesn't, and who wants to believe him, and the friction that causes.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then it would be very difficult to balance, but build it up so that it looks like everything that is pointing as evidence that Wily is going back to his old ways is a red herring, but it's still legitimate that he is going back to his old ways, and those red herrings were legit. It's just within this different context, now they make more sense. That is a tall order. I don't know how you would execute upon that, but it's a neat idea at least.
Yeah, you'd figure it out. Duke of Destron asks, it's time for a crossover with Drogoon and Sega's legendary mascot. No, not the Needle Mouse. I'm talking Fantasy Zone. How would an adventure with Opa Opa and Lissy go?
She would be the pilot / occupant of Opa Opa.
Is Opa
I mean,
Opa
he does
that
have a
big?
cockpit.
I guess so.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a cockpit, right? That's a windshield on the front.
I think, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
And Lissy's cheering Opa Opa on and empowering him with her own special talents, and they go through whimsical shoot-ups. And she has a grand old time, and Opa Opa never gets shot down, and they get through it just fine.
Good.
And they are best friends.
Good. And the music is great. Jordan A asks, hi, Ian and Kyle. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon, and beware the frogman. He will frog you.
Good to know.
Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it. I don't want to be frogged.
That's it. There's no question.
No, that's it.
Oh, well, thank you very much for taking the time to just give us the PSA. I mean,
That's just, they're
good to
warning
be
us.
aware
I
of-
mean, they're giving us a warning. This is a PSA.
yeah, very generous of them. I do appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Safety third, you know.
Uh-huh. Quaggle Gaggle asks, I don't know if the topic's ever come up, but Kyle, Ian, how did you meet? Considering you've been doing this for so long, what's it like working together? Oh, we have answered this one multiple times, but we can go over it again real quick.
Yeah. Whenever in doubt, head over to the Q&A master list. It's got all the questions in chronological order. Just Control F, search for a couple keywords. It's divided by year and sometimes by half year because there are so many questions.
We get a lot.
But the short version is I knew Kyle through Aaliyah,
Yes.
and their work together on OCR Remix. And Kyle from his radio show, Nitro Game Injection, kngi.org, which you should listen to once you're done here. And I had the idea to start up a podcast. I knew Kyle knew what he was doing. So when he was up here visiting for fun, I settled him with work and said, Kyle, you want to do a podcast together? And he was like, yes.
Yes.
And here we are.
Bold assumption that I know what I'm doing. I still don't.
We've lasted this long, haven't we?
Yeah, I know. We're still here somehow. Yeah, but yeah, that's effectively it, basically. Jinx Productions asks, J-Brain, what are we going to do tonight? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the Lilat system. How does this go?
I think so, Brian, but they don't say Z in Canada, so you have to press Z twice. Is that right? But is it pronounced for China or for China? I feel a little dirty saying the other one.
What?
Regina.
Yeah. Oh no.
if Brain is trying to conquer the Lilat system, then he's the Andros on the stairs. So does that make Pinky like Wolf O'Donnell?
Maybe. I'm just imagining now a giant head of Brain.
I mean, that works easy enough.
Yeah,
But imagining Pinky and the wolf, and you'll be saying you're dancing, folks. No.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine Pinky being threatening like that. Okay, he sings his own theme song. That makes sense.
He's just swooping around, shooting you down. Ha ha ha.
Good.
And yeah, Wolf's been in so many of the games, and it's only 64 where he really had like a iconic set of lines.
Yeah. That's really all anybody remembers him from, honestly.
Like the only thing I can think out of Zero is like a callback to a different Platinum game. It's
Yeah. Oh well. It'd be fun either way. Only Brain has the brains to rule Lilat.
just
Or
what I
does he?
needed to see. Starnarf.
Oh boy. Is it just 4 Pinky clones?
Brian's enemy is my enemy.
Silly. Bossy Glossy Xylee asks, Ian, you were famous early on for plotting way far ahead for your runs. You haven't been in the space where that's been needed, but do you still do that with Dragoon, or is that all in the past?
I never learned from my mistakes, no.
You probably still do it, not even just for Dragoon.
No. Like, Dragoon is roughly plotted out from start to finish.
Okay.
It is penciled in at 10 books.
Okay.
The 9 Lives of Claus McGee is also plotted out start to finish. That would be 4 books total, I think.
Okay.
And I went back through, I think it was around the start of the year, and did a reboot of the Dragoon Outlaws one shot. Paste that out.
Right.
And that's a 3-booker by itself.
Okay.
And any other side projects, ash can ideas, it's like, all right, if this is the premise, what is the whole story? What is the major beginning, middle, and end? And then what are the smaller stories that happen in between? And it's what I do. I like my big sweeping epics of preponderous size that make it impossible to get them done.
What about other stuff? Licensed stuff? You still
Licensed stuff,
you right ahead on that still, or are you more?
No. I've learned my lesson there.
Okay.
Especially since my previous work back in the old Archie days and at the beginning of IDW Sonic, those were all very, very unique for licensed tie-in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And having the good fortune to be able to plot that far ahead and execute is extremely rare. I don't think I would get another opportunity like that unless Marvel or DC gave me one of their books for a bit. Everything else is very concise. You have this many issues. This is the size of the project. Here is the scope of the game. Fill in these blanks. There is no room to go beyond that. So I actually don't.
Okay.
I'm able to, if the project has set parameters, I can work within those. I can zero in and say, okay, there's the beginning, there's the end, here's how everything fits, and that's how it goes. Left to my own devices, I get a little long in the tooth.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Saber tooth at this point, I suppose. And the important thing with those projects is being open to changing as things go along. Like with Dragoon, I had things plotted out, but I needed other elements to happen to be explored in a certain way. So I added a book. It was not ever part of the grand scheme. This was like a wholly new idea to the central plot line. And it's honestly probably the strongest thing I've written, or one of the strongest things I've written. And I'm really looking forward to being able to get it out the door for you guys to see. And as things progress, as art gets finalized, as these ideas take root and I get feedback from folks, that will cause things to shift down the line. There's a very particular scene I've wanted to do for a long time. And right now it looks like it'll fit into book 3, but it's not going to be 100% how I originally envisioned it because it doesn't work in the story or within the context. And you know, I spent a couple of days really hammering away on it, going, well, what if we did this? What if I contextualize that? What if I bend over backwards and rationalize that? No. The scene has to be cut if the rest of the book doesn't work with it. So
yeah,
I think I found a happy medium, but first I got to draft it and then will come the revisions. I mean, I already threw out one version of the script, so you got to be willing to adjust course if you're looking that far ahead.
All right, folks. Well, we've still got a few questions to go, but we are still taking super chats and standard questions. And if you send them in soon, there's a high likelihood they'll be answered on this episode tonight. So if you have not gotten a question in yet and you want to get one in, go ahead and toss one out there. We'll take it. This one is from Fern. All right, here goes nothing. I'm about to change your whole lives. Have you heard of Miles? If so, what you think? If not, I highly recommend their songs, such as Sea Lion. Trust. I am unfamiliar.
Haven't heard of them. That, again, I am musically illiterate, so
yep.
There's a 50-50 chance I've heard something by them and just don't know it.
Well, they weren't necessarily all that well known until 2024, and then released an album last year, I think. It looks like their first album, so no, okay. Not unfamiliar. Pretty recent, so unfamiliar and not heard of them. So,
well, send me that the spelling of the group name, and I'll look them up at some point.
Yeah.
Thank you for the recommendation.
It's just one guy. Miles. And Manuel Axelot asks, who do you think should win the next death battle? Gru versus Megamind.
I'm highly biased toward Megamind.
Yeah, me too. It's like,
granted,
I don't
he
have,
only got
I don't actually
he only
know.
got the one movie and the, from what I understand, terrible spinoff.
We don't talk about that. He only had one movie. That's all he had.
And Gru's up to what, 3 films and a spinoff film?
Yeah, multiple spinoffs if you want to count those.
So in terms of success, I think Gru is inarguably the one, but I like Megamind better.
But if Megamind shot Gru with a dehydration gun, I think it would be all over.
Unfortunately, I'm sure Gru has meat shields in the form of minions for miles.
True. Megamind only has like one minion.
Yeah. And he's got all sorts of gadgets, but I don't think they're enough to call that herd. So legitimately, I think Gru has the numbers. But in terms of presentation, I think it has to go to Megamind.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see what they decide. Emerald Fusion asks, how familiar are you with the Lega Ninjago series? I wouldn't fault you for not being caught up on 14 seasons and a 4-season soft reboot. It's got lots of dragons, though, if that'll sway you.
I didn't realize it was that long.
Holy
Good
crap.
grief.
Yeah, see, I think of Ninjago and I'm like, oh, okay, that's that new Lego thing. Apparently not.
Like, I remember hearing that it was a lot of fun and that it had more substance to it than you would think.
2026
oh,
marks
check
the
this out.
15th anniversary of the Ninjago franchise. What?
Ow.
What?
Ow.
We're old, Ian. We're the oldest.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it was on my list of things to get to eventually, but now even the soft reboot's 4 seasons old. Good gravy.
Gravy.
I mean, everything I've only heard good things about it, so
Yeah.
I'll take it on faith that it's worth a watch. But wow, I didn't realize it was that old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How long are the seasons? Are they like standard seasons, or are they like short 6-episode ones? Because that'd make me feel a little better.
I don't know. Maybe there's 6, 7 episodes. What?
6, 7.
Okay.
God.
2011. Man, what's been happening since 2011? I don't even know. 2011. 15 years ago. Anyway, we are old. Here's one from Alexis. Seen any bees yet? I've seen a bumblebee. I'm further north, though.
We went to a garden shop, and I think there was one little honeybee flying around in there.
Just one?
But, yeah, I haven't seen too many, but the weather up here has been unseasonably cold.
Mm-hmm.
And it is honestly a little worrisome for all the migrating birds and all the bugs out there. Like, shoot, we have this potted lilac that's supposed to endure the freezing winter, but we still have it covered up because it's still too cold for the buds. Like, it got just warm enough for it to start to blossom, and then we got to cover it up again because all the buds will die. So,
Have I seen any bees yet? No, but I haven't been to the lake, so that's usually where they hang out around here. They like water, makes sense. So I haven't seen any, but I have to go outside to see them, so that's also a problem.
only barely related, but did you see that they teased a new Buck Bumble project?
Yeah, well, it's a remake, or not a remake, a port, a modern port. So,
is that what it's been confirmed as?
That's what it seems like, yeah.
Okay, still.
That's what the...
if it's got some quality of life updates, then
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same company. It's Argonaut, which has been revived, and they did the what did they do recently?
Was it Croc
was it
Revival?
Croc? Yes. Yeah, that's Croc Legend of the Gabos, the port, the modernized port. So I guess they're going to do the same thing for Buck Bumble.
All right. I mean, Buck was a bit clunky back in the day, but it had enough charm and a theme song that will just burrow into your brain.
Yep.
So if it's a little touched up control-wise, yeah.
I'm a little surprised that Argonaut is still Argonaut, owned by the current, the same people who owned it before. So that's interesting. I would figure that was like, oh, it's some random holding company that took over the name, but no, it's the same people. So that's cool. Anyway, Mr. Saturn asks, what would the more viable power-up for a Dragon Ball human character be between Kaioken X2 and a 4X power boost that slowly turns the user more feral the more stamina they lose?
I would go with Kaioken myself.
I don't know what that means.
Dragon Ball lore purists correct me in the comments below on why I'm wrong, but
Uh-huh.
the Kaioken is a technique that allows you to multiply your base potential, but it runs the risk of burning out your body because your body is not necessarily prepared for that level of ki. So a normal use of the Kaioken would double your strength, basically.
Okay.
And it doesn't last for long, but the idea is that you bulk up, power up super fast, get the job done, and then you can cool down without damaging yourself. And then
Is that when Goku turns red? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
At least initially.
Okay.
And in the big fight where it was used primarily, he goes up to, I think it's 4, which is at the time absolutely insane. Like Kaioken times 2 was like, dude, you're pushing it. That's a little much, buddy. Rein it in. And then he does a times 4, and you're like, you can do that? And
apparently,
I kind of miss.
According to the chat, he can go up to times 20.
Well,
power scaling.
By the time he gets a Namek, he's doing it by 100. So
okay,
it means nothing other than that. But early on, back when the power escalation meant something, it was rather impressive. And it also, I like it because it is contingent on one's physical ability, and that it comes with a immediate and direct cost. It is a technique. It isn't just pew pew fling lasers. It is something that you have to master so that you're not burning yourself out. It's something that you have to regulate because it can do damage to your body. And it's not an easy win button because of all those other factors. It's an actual like magic technique. It isn't just I'm going ha and things explode.
Discord really didn't like that laugh you did.
Well, sorry.
It ate it.
But in theory, if you could train yourself mind, body, and soul sufficiently, you could make use of Kaioken or its multipliers in a way that would be effective without being self-destructive. So I like that idea more.
All right, here's one from Charming Magician. Superman cross Dragon Ball crossover. Not really a question, but
no, I'm on board. This actually came up a while ago. There was, I think it was the death battle.
I was gonna say death battle of Superman versus Goku, was it?
And I just kind of weighed in saying, why do they have to fight to the death? Why don't they just bro it up?
That makes more sense for Goku.
Clark has somebody that he can actually go all out against and not worry about hurting, but it's not a battle to the death. He can actually enjoy his powers. He can exult in them. He can be, frolicking, almost childlike in this titanic amount of power, and Goku can keep up. And so the two of them are just enjoying the different techniques and the ability to fly and shoot lasers and shatter planets without anybody on them, I'm assuming. And just, pushing each other to their actual limits in a way that is uplifting and enriching and wholesome and good. And that would be fun. That would be nice.
They have to do the predator handshake at one point.
Well, yeah, come on. Come on.
Goku, you son of a bitch. Good.
And given how things are right now, I guess we would have Superboy Prime and Vegeta forced to buddy up.
Oh, no.
With Prime making all these fourth wall snide comments just to needle Vegeta and get him to fight. And then that's a little less wholesome, but it's still, violent, which I guess is what we're all here for.
Well, regardless, they lose to John Dragon Ball, so.
Krillin and Jimmy Olsen B plot, maybe?
All right.
Where Krillin's being very protective of Jimmy because on this world, humans don't really get to that level of power.
Yeah.
Until they're cornered by somebody by the Frieza Force that outclasses them. And then Jimmy's like, well, I didn't want to have to do that. And just straight up powers up. He's been hiding his power level this whole time. He sees all the stress Superman goes through. He doesn't want that in his life. So he just hides his power level.
He goes full Guardian. Yep. There you go. Yep. Gohan and John Kent hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right. Well, we've got one last super chat left. That's not a repeat. And it's from Ken's Familiar. Considering the prose story set in Drogoon's world that you've shared on Patreon, are there any characters or stories from there you want to expand upon? A personal favorite was Saltpelt.
Thank you very much. And for those wondering what they're talking about, over on patreon.com/Drogoon, there are short stories that I am working on for an eventual collection that are set in the Drogoon universe. And I share those rough drafts with folks to see and get feedback on. And the answer is both yes and no. Most of the short stories I want to tell are just snapshots of the world of Galaxant to see, street level stuff and not plot relevant stuff, just to give a taste and a feel for the world, to make it feel lived in. However, there are some stories like the Fortune's Lap crew before the first book, some other side character stuff that would be standalone, but with little referential stuff where when everything comes together in the long term, you go, it's the reference to the thing, or I remember that being mentioned. That's what it was. That's kind of neat. See how the puzzle pieces fit together. But I don't want it to be like all mandatory reading. I hate it when a franchise goes multimedia and they expect you to dive in deep with every bit and retain it all. It's exhausting. I don't enjoy doing that as a fan. So any kind of interconnectivity like that is more meant to be an Easter egg or for funsies.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want folks to be able to dive in anywhere within the Drogoon U and enjoy themselves.
Okay. So you're not going Marvel Cinematic Deluge on everything?
No. All
right. All right. Well, good. All right. Well, we're a little short, but I think that's all we've got for now.
Well, we still have a few minutes. There are a couple more super chats we can get to.
Okay. Well, we do have some super chats from folks who already asked one. Well, I'll give them another one.
Yeah.
All right.
They were so kind enough to give us a super chat. Let's not make them wait if we don't have to.
All right. Diamond Death asks, are you familiar with the Devil May Cry series? Describe some of your favorite moments from the hypothetical Bumble May Cry series. Questions! Give me more questions! One of the mods, probably.
My familiarity with the Devil May Cry series is, one, the music and all the covers, which I feel like are better than the original compositions most of the time.
Yeah, usually.
And two, the attempted reboot was dead on arrival. It seemed to do everything to piss everybody off and ensure its early demise.
I think now it's more seen as like a really funny diversion more than anything, but not not anything else.
It does look stylish and the kind of rule of cool stupid that I could get behind.
Yeah.
So it's a lore that I would like to do a deep dive on at some point, watch some playthroughs, but the list of I will get to it is ever growing.
All I know about DMC is that DMC 2 is best game. Except it's not, apparently. But that's all I know. Other than the music. The music is fantastic. And I know a couple other things here and there, but I've not played them, which is weird. They're games I would probably enjoy, considering how much I've liked Platinum action games like Bayonetta and stuff. They're kind of in that same vein, so yeah, I probably would enjoy it, but just haven't yet. And we got another one from Hero Squad. Any thoughts on the upcoming DCU film Clayface?
Saw the trailer, like where they're going with it. Not gonna watch that. Don't do the spooky.
Uh-oh.
I do appreciate that they seem to be taking it in a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a grounded approach without deviating too far from the source material.
Right.
Like, it looks like they're going with the Batman animated series origin story as a basis.
Yeah, they're combining Clayfaces, though. It's not like origin stories, I think, because
that's fine, because there's been like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, I think it's technically the second Clayface in the movie. At least that's his name, but they're going with the first Clayface's origin, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't remember.
Point is,
But
they're going with the interesting angle of the kind of faceless man.
Right.
Not necessary, and that I find more intriguing than going straight to Mud Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one shot in the trailer that makes it pretty clear they are going to go that far at some point in the film. But the fact that you have someone who is this tortured mess, quite literally, who can change their face to look like anyone and cause problems, that's neat. That gets to the meat of what Clayface is scary, why he can be scary, aside from Mud Monster.
Yeah.
So the trailer is very encouraging, more so than the 2 Joker films I found.
Mm-hmm.
It also looks like it's leaning heavy in the horror angle, and I don't do the spooky. So more power to them. I'm encouraged by where they're going. I wish them all the luck.
Yeah, I just think of Harley Quinn Clayface at this point. It's like, yeah, that's Clayface at this point, but whatever. It's fine. Apparently there's been 11 Clayfaces.
Oh gosh, okay.
They pile up. All these legacy characters, they pile up. All right, we'll do one more from Hobo Joe. They started us off with Super Chats, and they'll close us out with Super Chats.
I like that. That's good.
Do either of you have thoughts on Coyote versus Acme? I'm shocked that it's coming out.
Yeah, there's that.
I'm grateful that it's coming out. It looks pretty good. Looks great.
It does look like fun, and I'm glad that the outcry over the stupidity of shelving it actually resulted in something. I'm mad that it got to that point, and that there are countless other films that didn't get that kind of support and are lost forever.
Yeah.
And that the corporate mentality and culture around that is not going to change necessarily. But all that aside, it is neat that it is seeing the light of day. And I think the core premise is just hilarious.
Yes, I do like the idea of Coyote suing Acme. That's amazing.
Also cracking up because I saw somebody describing the scene of Foghorn Leghorn with that, very dramatic low Dutch angle. It says it looks like a Guilty Gear character. Heaven, I say heaven or hell, son. That's a reference.
I'll take it. All right.
I say, so bad guy. You only the one bad guy, son. I know plenty of bad fellas out there. Why you gotta broadcast yourself as a bad individual?
But he is the bad guy.
Alrighty, we'll stop it there.
Okay.
Thank you so much to everyone joining us tonight for all your support with your super chats. That is greatly appreciated.
Yes,
And
thank
for your
you.
regular questions too, giving us stuff to be goofy about for 2 hours here. Thank you to Jennifer R. for managing all these questions. Thank you again to Kazi for managing the social media. Thank you, JR Unbound, for chronicling all this. Thank you, Kyle, for reading all those questions.
And thank you, Ian, for answering all these questions.
I do what I can. That's going to wrap us up for this edition of the live BumbleKast. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
Play DMC2. Or don't. I'm not your dad.